Hey guys, what's up? Hopelessdragon here with a new deck profile. Been a little while, but been pretty busy, but gonna be having a couple new deck profiles. Picked up a lot of the new stuff from the Dark Illusions and some of the other stuff. Definitely gonna have a deck profile on the Sub-Terrors. I really like them, messing around with some different stuff with them. Paleozic, or Paleozic, however you pronounce those guys. Metal Foes, yeah, those are the main things I'm messing around with. Might do an update on D. I gotta test it a bit more, but yeah, more deck profiles coming, so yeah, that's the main thing. But we'll get on to the Buster Blader deck. They had one new card, came out in this set, so I figured I'd just wait until that came out, until I released the deck profile. This is just straight up Buster Blader, so just gonna do that first. Also had a Pendulum build, but with the new ban list, gotta rework that a little now too, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But start things off running double Buster Blader, double the OG, and one of the Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman. Just because this guy is not as good as these two, although he is a little better now that we have the new trap card, which I will get into later. But yeah, this main guy for your stuff. Then we got 3 Buster Whelp. Use your searcher of the deck. When he's normal summon, you can add a Destruction Sword card from your deck to your hand, and then you can contribute him to special summon a Buster Blader from your hand or graveyard. Or if he's in the graveyard and you control Buster Blader, you can discard a Destruction Sword to special summon him. So, really good card. Then I run triple Dragon Buster, the Destruction Sword. Pretty much you can equip to one of your monsters. It makes your opponent can't use the extra deck, which is really good in my opinion. Also, when it's equipped, you can special summon him if you need a level 1 tuner. And 2 Maxis, because that's all we can run now, but still a very good card and going to be needed quite a lot in the upcoming format, I feel. I run 2 Fonville guards just for a few more dragon targets. It's also a level 1 tuner, which works pretty well in the deck. Yeah, for cards consonants for the level 1 dragon tuner. Then 1 Dank Magician, or Dark Magician, whatever you want to call it. I like calling it Dank Magician, just because I think it's cool, and this is my favorite artwork. I love this artwork for him. But yeah, just so I can make Dark Paladin in the deck, and Dark Paladin's pretty good since he can stop spells. 1 Prisma, so you can turn it into whatever you might need at the time. 1 Robot Buster, the Destruction Sword, and 1 Wizard Buster, the Destruction Sword. I still run 1 of each of these guys, just because they both have good optional effects. This guy can make it so when he's equipped to a monster, spell and trap cards already face on the field can activate their effects for your opponent, so it's pretty good. Then this guy stops graveyard effects, so both of them have some good versatility in the deck. Then to finish off the monsters, 1 Glow Bulb, just as an extra tuner that's easy to get to. So that's it for monsters. On to spells. Triple cards consonants, try to add a little more consistency to the deck. 2 Twin Twisters, get stuff out of your hand they might not want. 2 Destruction Swordsman Fusion. Contemplate boosting this to 3 with the new trap and also doing 3 of that. Still gotta do a little bit of testing, but at the moment 2 is pretty good. You don't want too many to clog. 2 of them are the Dragon Destroyer, another card that I thought about bumping to 3, but not really sure. It lets you add Buster Blader from your deck or graveyard to your hand, so you can get Buster Blader very easily. 1 Regeki for the board wipes, Soul Charge for the power plays, Foolish, then your Glow Bulb or one of your little guys, whatever you might need at the time. 1 for 1 for special and stuff, and Upstart for a little more consistency. I was running Wear Off Thou, but wasn't real big on it. You can run Wear Off Thou and Megamorph to try to boost up your big guy and try to do a lot of piercing if something might be in defense, but I didn't really care a whole lot for that combo, and I'm not a real big fan of Wear Off That. I don't like the 2,000 cost if you don't summon it, but yeah. That's it for spells. On to traps. 2 Called Haunted, bring back stuff, good for things. And here's a new card, Destruction Sword Memories, which is a really awesome card. It lets you can discard a Destruction Sword card, which is another reason I was thinking about maybe running 1 more of the fusion or going for one of the other Destruction Swords maybe, but pretty much you can discard special a Buster Blader monster from your deck, and since it's a Buster Blader monster, you can also go for your Buster Blader the Destruction Swordsman. Unlike with Emblem, you can't add him, but you can special him off of this card, which is pretty good. Also, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon one of your Buster Blader fusions. Just banish the material from the grave, so pretty good in that aspect as well. 1 Destruction Sword Flash. I like this card. If you control Buster Blader Fusion, you can pretty much just banish all your opponent's monsters, which is really good. Also, if it's in the graveyard, on card effect that is activated, the target's Buster Blader monster. You can banish this to negate it and store that card. So pretty good. Might try it at 2. I don't know. I like it, but can be situational since you have to have the fusion. Then 1 warning because it's a great card. 1 bottomless, same deal. And 1 vanities because this good lockdown card. So that's it for the main deck. On to the extra. Running 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. It's level 9. Takes 1 tuner, 1 more non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchros. So you run a lot of them, or you can just use your Buster Dragon. Just a nice little card. You can hit off some additional combos. He also makes it so during your player's turn, you can target a face-up card your opponent controls and negate its effect to the end of this turn, which is pretty good. Which you can even do when your opponent activates a card, because it'll be face-up. You can activate that and negate it, so really good effect. Also, if you inflict battle damage to your opponent, you can target a tuner in your graveyard, especially in defense, so it allows for more synchro plays and stuff, which I kind of revolve a little more around that. Then 1 Beals, still a pain for certain decks, even though it's not because he was in the past. 1 Crimson Blader for anything that summons those 5 or higher. 1 Thought Ruler for anything that targets a lot, gain a little life points if you need to. Stardust Dragon, still a good protection card. Star Spark, same deal, it's also good with emptiness. 2 Buster Dragons, debating on 2 or 3 of this card. It's pretty good though, it makes so all your opponent's monster becomes dragon. So with your Destruction Swordsman, it pretty much just switches everything to defense and negates all their effects, which is really good. Also, he lets you target a Buster Blader in your graveyard and special summon it once per turn, which is pretty good. And also, once per turn, during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Buster Blader monster you control and equip it with a Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard. So, good to equip your little guys as well. 1 Hope Harbinger, just because you can't make it with all the 8s you have, so if need be, it's in there. 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal, since you have a decent amount of 7s, and his burn effect's good. Also not being destroyed by card effects, can be relevant every now and then. 1 Draco Sack, still a decent card for popping stuff, some protection on him. Big Eye, Steel Cruff, good for those big plays. 2 Buster Dragon, the Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Really awesome card. Pretty much his effect is he gains 1,000 attack defense for each Dragon type monsters your opponent controls or in their graveyard. And he changes all Dragon type monsters your opponent controls to defense, and they can activate their effects. But also, if he attacks, he inflicts piercing damage to your opponent, so you can get pretty beefy and do some damage. But the only downfall is he can't attack directly, but as long as they got stuff, you can keep on doing stuff. And then 1 Dark Paladin, just because you can stop spells by discarding a card, which is pretty good. He also gains attack for dragons as well, so good stuff in my opinion. But yeah, there was my Buster Blader deck profile. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.